Hey there everyone, my name is Leonkin and today we'll be continuing the review of the different cards that were released for the main streets of Gadgetzan expansion, which is the latest one. So first off, I want to re-explain what the multi-class cards are because I don't think I did it justice. So multi-class cards are those cards which can be used in three classes. For example, Grimy Goose can be used in Hunter, Paladin, Warrior. The Cabal can be used in Mage, Priest, and Warlock. Jade Lotus can be used in Droid, Rogue, and Shaman. So the first card we are reviewing right now is the Lunar Vision. 5 mana, draw 2 cards. Minions drawn cost 2 less. So this card is not going to see any play in Arena, just straight off. And it's only going to see play in Constructed or Ladder if there's something like a Control Raid. I mean, it does provide raid with card draw, but especially in Arena, it doesn't provide a direct turn effect, especially on turn 5. You can't just draw cards on turn 5 in Arena. You will lose that game because you don't have enough tempo on the board. Best case scenario, you get 2-2 drops which are 0 mana, 2 3s or 3 2s, let's just say. So at that time in Arena, it'll be okay. But in Ladder, if there's only a control raid or maybe as additional card draw, it can be used in Malagos raid or token raid, but highly unlikely. So yeah, I don't think this card's gonna be played generally. Next mana, the next raid card we have the Pilfered Power Epic. Give an empty mana crystal for each friendly minion. So this is a 3 mana card. You probably play a turn 1 minion, turn 2 minion, or let's just say maximum turn 2 1 and a 1/1. So that's 3 minions, which your opponent supposedly does not have removal for. You will be bumped up to 6 mana. So when your opponent has his turn 3, you will be on your turn 6. And when it comes to your turn, it will be your turn 7. And that's an crazy lead. Your opponent will not be able to deal with you like that because of all the big threats you could potentially play. It's like an Astral Communion for this expansion, kind of, except you don't like burn your hand completely. Except this card is okay in Constructed, might see play, but okay cards don't generally see play in Constructed. On the other hand, in Arena, this card's not gonna see play. It's an epic and does nothing on turn 3 except gives you more mana. It could potentially see play. I mean, there's a chance. Like, the point in Arena is to cover out properly. So, it could see play in Arena, and it probably will see play in Ladder. So, we'll see. Next up, we have the Mark of the Lotus, which is a 1 mana common card. Give your minions +1/+1. This is a really good card for Droid. I think this could be comboed very well with Violet Teacher to create those annoying 1/1 tokens, which it's very good. Now, currently, Droid combos the Violet Teacher with Power of the Wild to create the 1/1 effect. But now, since they have this card, it is pretty good. Like, I'm pretty good in Arena. Just to get the 1/1 stats early on could give you a advantages clear and help you gain tempo on the board. So I do think this is a very good card for Arena as well as in Ladder, and it's probably going to see play in both. Next up, we have one of the multi-class cards. 5 mana 5/3 Lotus Agents. It is a rare card, battle card, discovered Drobo Shaman card. I think Blizzard realized that if these cards were common, the multi-class cards, they would be using each and every deck. I mean, they will probably be using each and every deck. But in Arena, they thought specifically, probably, because in Arena, there's a less chance to get a rare, especially 2 copies of it. I mean, in Arena, you can get any copies of it, but the maximum number of rares you can get of one single card is probably 2 or 3. So, this card's pretty good in both cases. Battle card. Discover a Droid Rogue or Shaman card. This is a 5 mana 5/3. Probably repeated myself. Good job, bro. All these types of multi-class cards are just all around very good cards, and I don't really need to explain it. Next up, we have the Grimm Street Informant. 2 mana 1/1. This is another multi-class card. Battle card. Discover Hunter, Paladin, Warrior card. This is also a pretty good card, I would say. I mean, just because it has a multi-class effect, gives it the flexibility which it requires, so it is a good card. Next up, we have Mage. Maniac Soulcaster. Choose a friendly minion, shuffle a copy into your deck. This is gonna be pretty good in Arena. I mean, you could play this on like a big minion or a legendary which is in your opponent's board and then use a polymorph on it. I mean, so that you now have that big minion which your opponent has to deal with if you draw into it. So yeah, I don't think this is a good card in Arena, but for Ladder, I don't think it's gonna see much play just because I don't think it has that much synergy with all the other cards. Potentially it could. I mean, the other cards are not yet released, so we'll have to see that. Next we have the 1 mana 1/2 Mean Street Marshal Paladin card, which is an epic. That until if this minion has 2 or more attack, draw a card. This card is probably not gonna see any play. Like, it's especially in Arena, it's an epic start, and in Arena buffs are pretty mildly rare, I would say, and especially using it on a 1-drop wouldn't really suit it. Card draw is important in Arena, but playing this and hopefully drawing into like a 2 mana buff or a 3 mana buff, it's really low. So I don't think this card's gonna see much play in Arena. On Ladder, on the other hand, it's not gonna see any play in Ladder. I'm just joking. It's just not. Just to wait one other card in your deck, which could be another important piece of your combo or control cards, which you definitely require. You're gonna use it to get one more card draw. which is basically pointless. So I don't think this is gonna matter in ladder at all. Next up we have the priest card. 1 mana spell, it's in a rare category, pint size potion. Give all enemy minions -3 attack with this turn only. This card has great synergy with Shadowward Horror. Like wow. If you this is like a turn 5 board complete board clear. Even a 5-drop can't beat it because it will decrease itself to 2 and then totally clear your opponent's board. So this is a really good card, especially for priest who requires board clears against aggro decks and ones that totally clear their board. Next up we have a 6 mana board clear Dragonfire Potion, which is an epic. Give 5 damage to all minions except dragons. So this card solely depends on if Blackrock Mountain is present in standard the coming months or not, like 2 months, 3 months. That's the only time you'll see play in like a dragon synergy deck, but it'll probably see play as an additional board clear in other priest deck, maybe Resurrect T if it's still present. I mean, it's an all-round very good card. It even adds an additional board clear for priest in arena, which will bring him up a lot. So yeah. Next up we have the 1 mana warrior spell, I Know a Guy, which is a common card, and Discover a Taunt. This is probably going to be played in arena a lot because it helps you discover a taunt. It's basically in comparison to Journey Below, which is a rogue card, which provides a death rattle minion. You could potentially get Sorgoth, Chilmore, or just shitload of taunts, which is super powerful, and a couple of legendaries which could just turn the tide of the game. So in arena, this card is pretty good. In constructed, it is probably going to be using Control Warrior. I mean, you could combat aggro deck using this card, and that would be pretty sick. You could play this on turn 1 because warriors don't have a general play on turn 1. Get a good taunt, play that, and then your opponent does not know how to deal with it. So it's pretty good. Next up we have the 6 mana 5/5 epic Wind Up Burglebot. It's a mech and as tag is basically useless in standard. Whenever this attacks a minion and survives, draw a card. Yeah, this is not going to see any play in constructed. As for arena, it potentially might see play, but you generally want a stronger 6-drop on the board which gives you a direct turn effect, such as the Battle Cry, where this one has to first survive a turn on board and then wait for you to attack one of your opponent's minions, which it probably might have, if you're lucky, 3, 5 or maybe a 4/5, where you can at least have 1 hit on it, but that's maximum value you're going to get out of it in arena, just because it's in the 6 mana slot. Next up we have the Felloc Soulfield. This is going to be a great card for arena first off, just because it can gain control of the board pretty early, and it takes damage on your turn, not your opponent's turn. So your opponent might have to just ignore it or just go face because his minions probably don't have enough damage to kill it, or even deal 5 damage to it on turn 3, which is really hard to do. So this card is pretty good. I like it by playing constructed, that's how good it is, especially in priest, where priest can just directly heal up this card and it would be super beneficial. It could even combo a Notch-Eye Cleric for another card draw if your opponent doesn't attack it. So this card is really good. Next up we have the Friendly Bartender. At the start of at 2 mana 2/3. At the end of your turn, restore 1 health to your hero. Yeah, this card's probably not gonna see play in ladder. It's like one of those fodder 2-drops which Blizzard just adds into the expansion. I mean, each expansion has these such 2-drops where they only play in arena and nowhere else. So these will probably see play in arena here and there just because it's not too bad 2-drop, but you can just play this on curve and that's good enough. So next up we have the Chemist, the 4 mana 4/4 common card. Patronized of the attack and health of a minion. So this can be compared to Chris Alchemist, except Chris Alchemist is 2/2 rare and it has the same effect. So I don't know if the rarity would affect it. It would affect it in arena, where you could change up your own minions attack to provide lethal, supposedly. So this is probably gonna see play in arena, but it's not gonna see play at all in constructed because you already have Chris Alchemist, and that's good enough. It requires less amount of mana, and the effect is more important other than the stat. Next up we have the Mistress of Mixtures, Death Rattle. Restore 4 health to both players, and that's probably going to be run in arena. I mean, it's a pretty powerful 1-drop for arena, and a 1-drop which has an effect to heal, just doesn't heal you at all. So it could gain you good amount of tempo on the board, but for constructed play, it's not going to see any play. It's not going to see any play at all. So yeah, so this expansion has 132 cards present in it. And currently we have over 29 or 30, and this comes out early December, so we'll be able to get our hands on it pretty early. So hope you guys like this video. Please leave a like, drop a comment, and share this video with your friends. Tell me how I can improve all these videos. Tell me what you would like to see, and until next time, peace out.